Okay, thank you very much, Michael. And I think today I'm going to talk about the decentralized wireless system and how important it is for a meeting to continue. While we are in a pandemic situation as today, I think it has become a bit more challenging for participants to meet where, not many can gather together, congregate in one meeting rooms because of social distancing measures. So I think what I essentially want to highlight is that how can the decentralized wireless help you in your meetings to make it as effective as before and with the features that are built in the conference device. So in the portfolio of this decentralized wireless conference system, we have the two different kinds of delegates, one with the 4.3-inch display and one without. And connecting these delegates together is via a wireless access point, which is called a WAP. So I think as easy as it is, just having two with the microphones, delegates, and the WAP itself, you can already start to have meetings effectively. But one important point to emphasize is that how do we have meetings remotely as well? That is where it gets a bit more interesting that I will share in the later part of this session. So I think what we have known is that the system is very flexible. In the pre-pandemic situations, right, you can do things like voting and also have a dual delegates where two participants can share a delegate at one time. And of course, adding to that, right, it has got excellent audio and also it has got encryption over the Wi-Fi. So I think these are just some of the fundamental features that are very good for meetings where it helps you to set it up very quickly and continue as per normal. So I think in a very first scenario that I want to share is how effective the identification feature built into the decentralized wireless can help you to identify the participants in a meetings. So assuming in a conference room or a convention center where a person needs to be admitted into the room, but then you want it to be organized so that they just move to their so-called respective seats without having to find their names on the delegates, right? You can do it via the NFC card. So right now, let's look at the demonstration of a NFC sign-in. Okay, so if you can see right now is a decentralized 4.3-inch. And then it shows a welcome screen on the display itself. So with the touch of the NFC card swiping over the left, okay, automatically the delegate is recognized and identified because his credential is already stored in the NFC card. So with that, you can see that the push to talk button is already ready for the participants to engage in a meeting at any point of time or when the chairman starts the meeting. So it is as easy as just pre-programming the NFC card, signing in, and the meeting can start right away. Okay, this is the first scenario that I want to show you. The next most important feature will be on the camera features that is incorporated with the decentralized wireless system. This allows up to 6 cameras to be connected, of course, via a video switch. But if you have a small meeting rooms or maybe like a boardroom that requires only one camera example, you can just connect that directly to the WAP of the decentralized system. So I think what's good about it is that it adds a new additional dimension to a meetings where you can see the participants clearly. So I think it's just like simulating a live kind of session where you are seeing the meeting taking place as if like you are in person in the meeting room itself. So I think what we're going to show is that with the touch of the push button, the camera automatically moves to the participants or the device. So you can see me engaging into the mic and it points to me that is being shown onto the big video screen. I have over the other side where we're keeping a social distance, Michael, which is like about approximately 3 meters away from me. And at the push of the button, you can see how the camera moves over to him.
So I've activated my delegate unit and you can see that the camera is pointing to me now and that's being projected on the big screen. So if you can imagine a big meeting room with, I think you mentioned just now that we could have as many as 120 delegates, right? And if we want to maintain that kind of social distancing, it's going to be a very big hall and room, and therefore being able to connect to a camera and pointing to the right person talking and then projecting it on the big screen, that's very useful, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So I think this is more or less like a pre-pandemic kind of scenario that we all know of. But what about the post-pandemic or the current situation where we have different kind of participations, and also whereby we have things like events or maybe like a forum where we have different panelists. So I think it is also possible that through the warp we can extract the audio out and have that encrypted through the Wi-Fi and send through a so-called device to show onto social media platforms like YouTube, Facebook, and so forth. So I think this is very effective for meetings to still go on where the audience is not physically there in person, but most importantly is that we are keeping our social distancing. And also I think a very effective way of using this is that if we need to reach out to a much wider audience, as we know that videos can be streamed through the internet, right? So I think this is also effectively for certain kind of speeches that needs to be broadcasted over the internet to wider regions, like even beyond the local country or even internationally. So I think this is a very good example how the video can help to be incorporated through streaming platforms. So I think that is some sort of explanation of the second kind of scenario. So next up, I'm going to show probably a call, an audio conference with video to another participant. So I think with the ability to extract the audio from the web itself, we can use communication platforms like Skype, Microsoft Teams, or even Zoom meetings to have a kind of meetings where there are decentralized meeting rooms, or as an example. So I think what I'm going to do right now is to use my laptop, which has a Skype connected to it, and to dial to Michael, who is in a different location, and then we will demonstrate the effectiveness of using the Bosch Decenter system for remote communication. Okay, so basically, right, I have on my screen here the Skype, and that I'm going to dial to Michael and show how effective it is in just a few moments. Hello, Michael.
Hello, hi, everyone.
Hi. Yes, in fact, I can see you very clearly. So actually, right now, I am demonstrating, the features of using Skype for remote communication. So I think, this is a very good demonstration of one of the possible scenarios that we can use Decentis Wireless for remote meetings. Yeah.
I can hear you very well. Are you speaking via the Decentis?
Yes, in fact, as a matter of fact, I am talking to you via a delegate where my audio is captured by the microphone here, and it's going through the Skype, which is a platform built into the laptop. So I think
I can hear you very clearly via my laptop and my earpiece as well.
Yeah, of course, because that is one of our best selling features, where audio is very clear and accurately reproduced over the systems that everyone can hear. That is very important in every meetings that we hold. Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
So thank you very much. Yeah.
And I will head back to where you are now. Okay.
Yes. See you shortly.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
So yes, this is a third scenario where I've demonstrated how effective it is for a live meeting, or rather a meeting to take place via a remote communication software. So I think for audience out there, right, if you are interested to know more about this, you can always reach out to us and find out more about how the Bosch Decentis wireless system can make your meetings more effective and easy and sound clear as well.
We live in an increasingly wireless world. In this conference room, the meeting is about to begin. A smartphone, a tablet, a laptop. participants bring their own mobile device. Today it is quite normal that all this wireless communication continues, even during the meeting. Meanwhile, on the conference table are a number of elegant and discreet wireless devices. Participants are making last-minute changes to their presentations, downloading their PowerPoints, browsing the internet, sending tweets or texts, taking calls. The meeting is ready to begin once the unexpected participant arrives. The Decentis wireless conference system is ready to impress with its outstanding sound and excellent speech intelligibility. The system is activated. There's no interference noise. This wireless conference system is based on standard Wi-Fi technology, so can coexist with other wireless networks. The system network is visible in the IT infrastructure. It's an intelligent system that switches seamlessly to another frequency when traffic is too high on the network. The extra person arrives. An extra wireless device is added to the system, which takes just a few seconds. Each wireless device has an intuitive touchscreen interface to make operation even easier and faster. Identification of participants can be done through near-field communication via a smart card. The web browser provides extended functionality for easy configuration and control of the system via tablet or laptop. A fully charged battery lasts up to 24 hours and is quick and easy to remove, recharge and replace. It's also totally secure against tapping and eavesdropping. I'll keep quiet now. Here's the chairperson.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to start our meeting by introducing a new conference system, which is easy to use and will give us excellent audio quality without signal interference from mobile devices.
The Decentis wireless conference system from Bosch is highly innovative and unique. It's designed for the wireless generation, both now and well into the future.